Recording in progress, baby.
Recording in progress. It's not a podcast. It's a
Just a live broadcast.
broadcast. Ladies and
Game
gentlemen,
on Smash.
pit bulls and Labrador retrievers, you are now tuned in to two of the greatest men on the planet. You got James the Fourth, James IV, the undisputed king, the champion of all champions. And on the left corner, you got the Asiatic disciple, the champion of all champions, the king of all producers, King Powerful himself. And we are two of the greatest people on this planet. Can we get a round of applause for these two kings in this room? Applaud my brother. That's what I'm doing.
You know what I got to say about that?
What's going on?
Oh, what a rush.
What a rush. Ladies and gentlemen, you got the Black Bret Hart and the Stone Cold Stunner on the other side. And together we make the Hart Foundation. Ladies and gentlemen, you are now tuned in to Talk Off the Grid. You know
AKA who we are. Rope a Dope.
Rope a Dope. We going in today. James, what we got going on in the news today, man?
Man, listen, we're going to get it started like that.
We're going right in. Right, all gas. With that shirt Jacob Fatu wear, all gas, no brakes.
All gas, no brakes, man.
All gas, no brakes. Speaking of which,
yo, Doe, let me out, ass. yo, let's say this real quick. Out of all due respect, man. Before we go on this ride and we do this and we spray the block up real quick, because we righteous killers, man.
Oh yeah, we going right in, right in.
It's righteously done. So it's blessed by Almighty, right?
Cocking back this holy water, getting ready for all y'all. Y'all about to get this work.
We're doing the Lord's work.
That's right.
Come on, man. And I'm not being blasphemous either. I'm being for real.
No.
Being too real.
No.
But God got soldiers too, man. But we're going to start off, man, the news, man. Rappers are in danger. We're going to get right into it, man. And we want to apologize for the small delay for Talk Off the Grid, so we had to get some things in alignment, but we back, y'all. You back like we never left. We gave y'all a yeah, most definitely. You got me?
Yeah, 10-4. We good. We good.
10-4. But the shameless should remain nameless, man. But today, we naming names. We naming names today.
We calling them all out today.
Yeah. But the topic of discussion today, man, we're gonna start with is rappers are in danger, and just gonna kind of give y'all a brief meaning of that. I mean, if y'all haven't been tuned into the media or the news, that word rapper. Key in on the word rapper.
Key in on the word.
Not MC, not lyricist, not hip hop, not hip hop rapper. Anybody can be a rapper. Anybody can be a rapper. Right? Yeah. Dr. Seuss was kind of like a rapper, wasn't he?
Yeah. Mr. Rogers was too.
Yeah. So
he was too.
So anybody can be a rapper. You make words rhyme, that's rapping.
That's rapping.
But this key and more on the word, man, all BS aside, what's going on in the industry right now, the gatekeepers are being removed. But they're tired of the inmates running the asylum. So, P, you know how the system works when it comes to things like that. You got brief history and discipline and correction, things like that. They got to keep things in order, and Allah's work is part of keeping things in order,
Keeping things in order.
Keeping things balanced. And right now, what y'all are seeing is an unraveling of the unbalancing that's been going on in this hip-hop rap industry, not hip hop. Let me clarify something. When Nasir Jones, aka Nas, said hip hop is dead, I think people misinterpreted what he meant. And what he meant was the culture, the aspect, the ideology of hip hop, which is keeping it real, which is like not being a slave for the dollar, which is having morals, as they say, crossing over. Hip hop has always been anti-establishment, even though we eventually bought into it.
Absolutely.
But the culture of hip hop has always been the dollar doesn't run the culture. We run the culture, but somewhere down the line, the culture got away. So I'm going too deep down the rabbit hole for some of y'all, but all our listeners that come over and talk off the grid, they know that, we're not.
They know they're getting this.
Yeah,
we're not connected though. They know
at
they're
the
getting
same
this.
time, at the same time, what I'm saying that we bought into it, the establishment, even though we started out being anti-establishment, rap separated itself from the other core roots of the hip hop tree. Not not on its own, it's an if you come from an impoverished situation, if you've been oppressed, if you've been part of the anti-system, or the system has been anti-you, you got a place in hip hop. We're like, come on, we
That's
welcome,
right.
we embrace everybody, all walks of life, colors, ethnicity. Everybody's welcome. But at the same time, when we're talking about rap, just holding words and you're rhyming to the beat, you're rapping, they ain't got nothing to do with hip hop. It's a small portion of what hip hop is about, you know. Um, so just to skip to the front of the line, right now, what we're seeing this attack on rap, it's stripping down the ideology of anybody grab a mic and say what you want to say. Yeah, that's true. But you got to understand this. When keeping it real goes wrong, when keeping it
Absolutely.
real goes wrong,
Absolutely.
and you sacrifice creativity, you sacrifice the subliminal of why we consider ourselves to be lyricists, is like you don't tell them everything in detail. You find a way to narrate every situation that we go through as artists, as people, and we take it and we bring it to this culture that we call hip hop, and we use art, poetry to describe our situation, whether neither good or bad. We have individuals that are in this rap industry, and it's been devalued for the dollar.
Absolutely.
Anytime you do the devil's work, you reap the devil's rewards. His interest, man. The interest that he wants back is it's soul shifting, man. Excuse me, y'all. I'm still trying to get focus here. Just bear with me for a minute.
You're making me dizzy as all hell. I'm sitting here just watching you. Voice.
Trying to stop me right now, but we ain't gonna let him. You got me.
Okay, I got you. I got
So
you.
basically, what we're saying right now is that we're seeing the chickens coming home to roost.
Yeah,
If I may say, my
absolutely.
brother,
Absolutely.
as the great
Um,
Malcolm said, you know, I'll let you shed some light in, and I'll come back.
I will say this. We are in a time now where biblically, what profits a man to gain the world and lose his soul?
That
You
part.
know, we got a lot of, I mean, it's just been and I would say within 30 days, it's been a sweep. And within a 30-day span, there have been rappers, and just as my brother said, the gatekeepers, they're withering away slowly but surely. And it was like first it was Big U, then it was the entire rolling 60s, you know, whoever was on the internet. So, whoever was on the internet. And then, I mean, we have never been in a time where uh gang leaders and stuff like that would actually get on the internet and say, "Oh, this is my last video." And that's how like with me and James, that when we grew up with a moniker of, you know, don't tell. And now we see more telling than
Do
anything.
tell.
Now it's please tell. And it's in the form of, that's why me and my brother said this is not a podcast. This is a live broadcast.
Okay.
Because on these podcasts, and especially Clubhouse, because these guys, they get up here and you've been raised with this thing, don't tell. But
Mm.
all of a sudden you get this epiphany and now you're on podcast telling everything. And then, I mean, James, I mean everything.
Yeah.
And then all it takes, the same way all it takes is for a few good men, that's the Army's moniker, a few good men. Really and
Mm-hmm.
truly, all it takes is for a few good men to have the same idea. And I don't want to go too far off subject. I'm going to stay with you, but just take this little small ride with me. And our lesson says, what is social equality? And social is to advocate a group of one or more men for one common cause. And equality is to be equal in all things in existence. So all it takes is for three or more. Even the word says when two or more speak, I'm in the midst. So if three or more are down for one common cause, they could rule the world together. So imagine if three or more have an agenda to go the other way. And this is what you're looking at right now. You're looking at people that just went against all the laws, all the rules. They threw all the rules out. And the difference between the young and the old, you know, I know a lot of the young boys look at the older guys and go, you guys are miserable, grumpy old men. They probably say some of everything about us, but that one thing you can't take away from the older
man,
people.
I'm tripping, man.
I'm tripping. No, Unc got wisdom. And it's a reason why Unc is alive and his peers ain't. It's a reason. It's a reason why Uncle is free and his peers ain't.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like with the grays comes wisdom. It's wisdom with them grays. And that, you know, and in every country other than America, all the kids sit around the OG to learn, because that's where you get your wisdom. You get it from the OG. You young whippersnappers, and we're gonna say it just as it is. You whippersnappers, you're just getting urine behind your ears. You really don't know, and shame on you old heads trying to act like young heads.
That's even worse.
Shame on you. Shame on grandma. Shame on grandma in the club at 60.
Working.
You ought to be ashamed of yourself.
Working.
Wow. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. You're supposed to be teaching these young queens how to be women, but instead you want to go hang out in the club with her. You look foolish. And guess what, James? They scared to say it.
Yeah.
Because why is your old self trying to be with the in crowd? And you want to, that's why Big U out here that's why they call him Big U, Big Useless.
Yeah.
Because you're supposed to be teaching them, not hanging with them.
You're supposed to be Big Unc.
You're supposed to be Unc. You ain't cuz no more. You Unc. What you doing?
Huh?
What you doing, man? And then what makes it so bad is it's you know, it's always innocent till proven guilty. But what I'm speaking on right now is you even being in that place where, you know, at the end of the day, Big U was a Muslim too. And I'm saying, he a Muslim too. So what I'm saying is if you represent like that and you still doing those young boy things, you know, and what I'm more so accusing, what I'm more so talking about Big U in particular about is the fact that you're supposed to be the one telling the people not to do certain things.
Yeah.
And for you to even be involved in an indictment after the influence that you had over all them kids you sent to college and high school football, I seen you out there, Aki. I seen you out there, and I seen the influence that you had with these kids. And for you to be involved in an indictment is a slap in the face to all those young black boys that looked up to you.
And believed
you. You changed a lot of young boys' lives. And for you to even have your name in the very stuff you was telling them to stay out of, you're the biggest hypocrite on this planet. And that's what I don't respect.
And I heard that he has a son that's in the NFL.
In the NFL.
So you made sure you sent your child on the right path.
But the other one's got to rot.
Yeah.
The other one's got to be found in the ditch, allegedly. Come on now. Come on. If you're going to be a difference, let me tell you, I know me and you grew up on this moniker, James. If you're not a part of the solution, then you're part of the problem.
Yeah. No matter what age you are, because you
And
got
we
a
at
lot of
and we at the era right now where these men need to stop being so scared of these young boys
yeah
and be the OG you supposed to be.
the wisdom.
Wisdom, wisdom, man. And then that's just you. I got a personal issue with Big U, only because we under the same flag. So
Mm-hmm.
I got an issue with you because we under the
Mm-hmm.
same flag. And
Speak on it.
I would love to talk to him mano a mano, all the cripping, all that aside. You acknowledge you acknowledge Allah.
Mm.
And that's why I would love to have a conversation with him. I would love to have a conversation with him. Put all the cripping aside, put all that aside. Let's talk as men. Because you stated that you wanted to make a difference in this
Mm.
world. And
Mm.
me and this brother alongside me want to make a difference in this world. So when you got your name caught up in a RICO and you said you want to make a difference in this world, you slapping every black man in the face that wanted to make a difference in this world. And that's why I want to have a conversation with you.
Well, speak.
I'll let you because I'm heated about you, man. You let me
Nah,
down, man.
I know, man. I was shocked.
You,
Like I said, I can't even. You enlighten me on some things. I've been doing a little of the research, for a little small assessments on it, and it's shameful. You
yeah.
just hope that a lot of it's not true. You know,
I hope it's not true, bro. I hope it's
yeah,
not true. You know, and we in that, and then we got and within the same week, and I'm not even gonna talk about the podcast. It's like Loose and Brick Baby. I'm not talking about that. Then we got King Yellow. I mean, no, not King. I'm sorry. Pardon me, King
Yellow
Yellow.
Beezy, Yellow
Yellow
Beezy.
Beezy. Yellow Beezy indicted for the murder of Mo 3.
Man, listen, chickens
And this
coming home to roost.
and listen, then we look back and I see a freestyle. He said in the freestyle he did it.
Are you serious?
James, he literally said in the freestyle that he did it.
That's what keeping it real goes dumb.
But that's what that also shows you that we're in the era where they don't even listen to the bars no more. Because if they'd have paid it, the only person listening to the bars and the podcast is the feds.
Vlad TV.
Yeah. They don't even need cameras no more. All they need is for you to get happy and want some clout and press record. That's all they got to do, because eventually you're gonna tell on yourself because you ain't been around no OGs to teach you any better. You're gonna tell on yourself.
All that clout chasing and capping.
Do you realize other than Pop Smoke, do you realize almost every rapper that's been killed, the killer was on Instagram 24 hours later bragging about it
Yeah,
subliminally?
some young boy shit. Some young
It's
boy
the
shit.
it's the most ignorant behavior ever. Where our people suffer from a lack of knowledge, man. Who made it cool to post murders online? Your babies get up on that computer and press Google search. Who made it cool to post? Yo, I seen a video the other day. Two women in the parking lot. One tell the other one, "You got a gun. What you gonna do with it?" And the woman just picks up the gun and shoots,
Got bucking.
and
Got
it's
bucking.
live. And she shoots the girl on live.
Now hold on. You sure it wasn't AI? Been
Oh,
a lot of AI. Not to make light of the situation, you gotta make sure that some of this stuff. Nah.
artificial insanity.
We're gonna get to that too. We're gonna get to
Yeah,
that. Like my man said, we're gonna get to that.
we're gonna get to the
Let's get
zip
to
with the
that.
drip. Shout out to
Let's
Zip
get to
with the
that.
drip.
Let's get to
Yeah,
that. Let's
yeah,
get to that. We're gonna get to that too.
bro,
Because
man.
I seen something I'm elaborate on. I'm gonna say that topic though. It's something, but you as a producer, something burned me up today. I saw. I'm gonna bring it up
Mm,
after we finish the
please
rappers
do,
are endangered.
please
Then
do.
we're gonna get to the producers.
And then the same night, brother, the same night, Yo Gotti gets arrested for a young Dolph.
Yeah, you
The
told me that. I
same
didn't know that
night,
either.
same night.
Wow.
I said, this can't be real. I said, boy, this ice thing, this ice for real. The feds is working. They working.
Yo, I mean, I lied Bobby Shmurda. I lied Takashi 69. I lied Gunna.
Yes.
I mean, we've
You
seen this. We've seen this. Tory Lanez.
yes.
We've seen. I mean, Diddy.
Did he?
You know,
They
Jay.
tried to get Jay and Jay flipped it. Jay
When I
said
said when we say rappers are in danger, some rappers put themselves in danger.
yes.
Some,
Let's
some, some, some. Yeah,
let's
from being stupid.
let's get to it, my brother, because me and my brother, we have a conversation about this a lot. We talk about the fact that if you're a gangster, you're a gangster. If you're a rapper, you're a rapper. But for a
Mm-hmm.
rapper to get up here and say, I'm not a rapper, but what you
Mm.
here for then? What you here for if you're not a rapper? Why you inboxing
You know
me
what they here for, P?
if you're not a rapper?
Confusion and destruction.
To
Let's
seek
call a
whom they
spade a
may
spade.
devour.
Let's call a spade, man.
You serve no purpose in the community of music. These are musicians. We are musicians. Musicians. Ain't nobody in this world of musicians
And if
who
people want to
serve.
try to critique that real quick, if I may intervene, my brother, not to cut your wisdom. Oh, what do they mean, musicians? Rappers don't play no instruments. Your voice is the instrument. It's a tool. Come on, baby. Come
And if
on.
somebody had to tell you that, then you ain't got no business here.
Because
If
people are very
somebody
critical, quick to say, like, well, you don't play the guitar, you don't play the sax. No.
that
Yeah.
your voice is an instrument. And any producer, any real producer will tell you the last instrument that I need to complete my mission is your voice. That's
Yeah.
what producers say, not beat makers.
Vocal cords.
Vocal cords. They're chords.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
chords.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah, man. It is ridiculous. And like I said, this is not being judgmental. A lot of these things, as the key word people say now, we're speaking allegedly.
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 Yes.
Allegedly. Very
Innocent till
important.
proven guilty. Allegedly.
Allegedly. But a lot of things are being put on trial. A lot of lives are being guilty until proven innocent. Because that's what it really seems like you're already automatically, especially when you're black. You know.
Absolutely.
But we do want to say that we've seen a lot of these things infiltrating the culture, hip hop, from shit that rap did. And I got to say that as an artist that raps himself, that rap is the bastard son of hip hop.
Absolutely.
I mean,
Absolutely.
hey, bro, hey, listen, we're not being judgmental. You know, we all been there.
You said it. You said a mouthful right there. Rap, yo, you that was eloquent. I gotta stop you for a second.
Yeah.
That was eloquently put. Rap
Yeah.
is the bastard son of hip hop. That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
He moved out the crib a long time ago.
We got a lot of hip hop has a lot of illegitimate children out there.
Mm-hmm.
One of them is trap. One of them is drill.
The cousins and
yes,
yeah,
and auto tune got a baby mama. I mean, no, R&B has a baby mama called auto tune.
yeah, she does. You do.
Yes,
You do.
yes,
You
yes.
do. We got cousins across the water, Afro
across the
beats,
water.
across the water. We got cousins from the land.
Absolutely.
You know, but I can't say they are representing quite nicely right now.
They are. Yeah, I love me some Afro beats.
The sound has evolved, man, and it travels, man. Black music, it travels. It doesn't stay the same. You know, if hip hop is on in its 50s now, you gotta imagine it got little cousins. You know, it got little nephews. Hip hop is unk now.
That's right. That's right.
Hip hop is unk, man. Come on,
everything is a descendant of something. Reggae, reggae. Yeah. Oh my God, reggae.
Hip hop has a little gray hair in its flat top and in the cornrows now. Yes. So when people tell you that you're too old to do
ridiculous.
A half a century art form,
it's ridiculous.
Fuck out of here.
It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Do your research.
Why you blowing on that saxophone? Why you blowing that sax? You're almost 60 years old. Stop blowing on that sax. Go out there and build a fence.
Ridiculous. Ridiculous. Why? Hip hop itself is not young. So how do you tell a hip hop artist you're too old? You gotta be kidding me. Quincy Jones produced Thriller when he was 50 years old.
Come on, man. Let's talk about it.
Come on. Yeah, you uneducated. I feel like I'm about to get in my ravishing Rick Rude mode.
And we got to get there. And he also produced for Ray Charles. Let that sink in.
Exactly. Exactly.
Let
You
that sink in.
uneducated half musicians out there. You rappers that can't even tell us the 4 elements. You have nerve.
How many?
5 elements. 5 elements. I almost forgot.
You're like, are you checking my wizard right now?
5 elements. Because there was an honorable mention, and that honorable mention, me and my brother know, is beatbox. The beatbox is the 5th element.
Come on, man. Rest in peace to Biz Marquis.
Buffy,
rest in peace
to Fat Boys.
Buffy. Of course. Dougie Fresh still keeping it going.
Yes.
Rozelle.
Yes.
Come on, bro.
Yes.
Feel like you're showing your age right now.
Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, this is hip hop we're talking right here. This ain't rap. This is hip hop we're talking about right here. Let's be clear. This is hip hop.
I got a question real quick, bro.
What's up?
Women beatboxing. Never heard it before. You know, you from the city. You tell me. Women. A woman beatboxer. Who's that? Does it exist? Has it ever existed?
Spinderella. The original spin, because you know the Spinderella that we see now is not the original Spinderella.
Word. Shout out to Dee Dee. She lives in Dallas now, right?
Word.
Yeah, she out here.
Yeah, there's another Spinderella that came before the Spinderella now.
I do remember that.
Yeah,
I do remember that. You're right.
Yep.
You're right. Wow. So I asked.
Now, she was beatboxing. She beatboxed.
Okay.
Yeah, she beatboxed.
Because these are things that we talk about that is another instrument, right?
That used to run the high schools.
When they touched the famous from that, and that was just me just checking up on my knowledge. I'm like, yo, I don't really remember that skill set being shown through, through our sisters. So that's a good question. I'm gonna do research on that. You're right. I was really thinking as you said it. I'm like, wow.
When is the last time you heard beatbox in a song?
Ooh. Man, let me not drop the ball on this one, but I want to say probably The Show by Dougie. And but you know what? I'm lying, because if I must say, if I'm gonna shout out Rozelle, probably the last thing Rozelle did, I can't remember the name of the joint, but it was in the 90s, because Rozelle put out a joint. You remember?
Mm-hmm.
Rozelle was getting busy in the 90s, bro. He was getting busy.
Yes, he was.
And he got the voice, he got the sound effects and shit. You know what I'm saying? Man, Rozelle, man, shout out to the Roots, bro. Shout out to the Roots. You want to talk about instruments? Shout out to the Roots, man.
Yes, I love the Roots.
Shout out to the Roots, bro.
I love the Roots.
We want to talk about the hip hop tree. Shout out to the Roots from Philly, man.
You know who,
in the building.
You know who brought beatbox back?
Who's that?
You're gonna laugh at me with this one. Timbaland.
You're right. Damn, bro. Yeah, you're right. So Timbaland got busy. And Missy with the chicka chicka. Oh, Missy with the beat.
Yes.
Oh, shout out to Missy, bro. I just answered my own question, didn't I?
Salute the
Missy
queen.
was a female. She was doing it too. Yeah, salute to Missy. Missy was so ill, bro.
Missy
so ahead of her time.
Missy, I'm gonna tell you something. I think me and my brother could fan out at this point. The only person that I think could stand next to Busta Rhymes in a versus is Missy.
Is Missy. Yeah, you're right. That should be ill.
Ooh, that would be a treat for all music. Like, that's something where it would be nice if just the musicians could be in the room to see that.
Yeah, and I think that you know what would be dope with the verse if they can do this? Some form of green screening so they can perform and do the whole aesthetics of what they do.
And do all of their animations.
And react to shit.
Oh, that'd be so incredible. That would be so incredible. Oh my goodness.
I will say that you're right, man. That's why Busta's been having a problem, an issue with it, because it's like to even stand next to Busta, man. You know what I'm saying? To even stand next to, he from the crib, Li. Let's go and give it to him. Li. I know he rep BK too. But Long Island. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the crib. people like Bust is the epitome of a performer, a musician, an entertainer. Like just to even sit on that stage with him is going to be a problem for anybody.
He's the complete package, and
For anybody, bro.
I don't think any rapper of several generations can stand next to Bus on that stage.
And let's talk about Flip Star. Let's give it his flower.
Yes. The second greatest hype man ever in the business.
I agree.
Flavor Flav is number one.
I agree. And I split that. They'll tell you that. But they from the same family tree too. Ain't that ill?
Yeah. From same tree. Yep. Same tree.
Be like, yeah, they from the crib too. Yeah, we holding this shit down out here.
They from the crib, yeah. They from the crib. All from the crib, man.
Bum rush the show.
Bum rush the show. Yeah, that's an incredible and that's another thing in hip hop. I know we're saying rappers are in danger, but what other than the arrest, we got to keep it real, brother. Rap has been in danger for quite some time.
Yeah, we're gonna get political about it. Let's talk about it.
Yeah, rap is, as far as the authenticity of rap, we went from, and you got a song about it, where the females went from ladies first, from who you calling a bitch to
like I'm the baddest bitch.
Now they want you to call them
that. Now they bitches.
Yeah. So the quality of female rapper has declined. It's declined. Major. It declined. I remember the Lady of Rage.
Hold on, don't start hating, man. Go, there you go, come on, man. Come on, man. Don't be shitting on us out here.
Hurricane G.
Let's talk about it.
Come on.
Let's talk about it.
Kick that hydro ghetto. Come on.
Rest in peace. Rest in peace to Angie Stone from Sequence.
Absolutely.
Give it up.
Absolutely.
Let's give it up, bro. Let's give it up. But we're going to talk about female MCs, the great Angie Stone. Come on, bro. I mean, we're talking about when this thing jumped off.
Yes.
She was there.
Yes. Angie B, right?
Angie B.
Yep.
Angie B. Yep. Yeah, bro. It's crazy, man.
That's right.
But you're right, man. What you were saying, to add to what you were saying, man, from coast to coast, I'm going to give a shout out to one of the dopest names that I ever heard for a female duo besides Salt and Pepper. Because Salt and Pepper was just like, yo, really? Can't have one without the other? Perfect.
Let me see, because I got one in mind too. Let me see what your name is.
The Conscious Daughters. I don't know if you remember from the Bay, bro.
Nah, I know who you're talking about.
That name is super dope.
I was thinking Finesse and Sinquest.
Of course, but just the fact that I was saying some of the, and you're right, that's dope. But one of the dopest names, when I heard the Conscious Daughters, I'm like, yo, let me hear this.
Conscious Daughters, yeah. I remember that.
I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna tell you
you
something.
Made me have to. You gave me a glitch, bro. I had to think for a second, like, okay,
Conscious Daughters, bro.
Conscious Daughters.
That's where hip hop was from. So you can't talk that like you had to only be from this place to do. No. Consciousness in hip hop crossed the barrier a lot of places, man.
Yes, it did.
It doesn't just live one place, but we do know that a lot of the sisters who have been holding it down for a long time, and some of the ones that shall remain nameless, I still remember some of them. It was one that was nasty with it too. What's her name? Bahamadia, yes.
Yeah.
There was another one too, man. She repped this too. She repped that. He was down with the move. Damn, who's the name, man?
There was a lot of conscious female rappers back in the days, bro.
Man. Yeah, I'm trying to think of it, bro. Man, it's right on the tip of my tongue too. I want to get his sister her flowers, man. Lynn Q.
Oh, Lynn Q. Yes.
Let it fall on him.
Yes.
Lynn Q, bro.
Oh man, and her bars is official.
See, did I dig on that one?
Oh my God.
Did I dig on that one?
That's a flashback right there, bro.
Crazy,
that's a flashback,
bro.
That's a flashback.
Crazy, but I do remember that, man. I just remember my hip hop roots, and I'm trying to do some digging because a lot of them don't get their flowers, man, for whatever the situation may be. Um, it's another one, man. I'm gonna tell you these girls, man. They're my favorite.
Eve was on that type of time when she came out.
Yes, Eva Destruction. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
anytime you get a co-sign with Dre, you better believe you're not no slouch, man.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
and
yeah.
she has an ill story how she even ended up with Rough Riders, you know, but Eve was one, Eva Destruction. You know, the first
Mm-hmm.
time I used to work for the music store, man. I used to work for Warehouse Music, man, back when it was
Mm-hmm.
Blockbuster Music. You know what I'm saying? We've been around that long when they had
Yeah.
music stores. Remember those?
Yes. Yeah, I remember them. I remember them, bro. I remember them.
Not the, that's how you
Well,
stream. You went in
we
there
used to
and you
have to
listen.
do this to pick out your record.
Come on. And you can
and
go and
and
sit down before
it
streaming
was
happened. You can
yes.
actually sit in there and listen to the shit that if it was open, you can ask them, hey, I want to listen to this and
I
sit
want to
down.
listen to it. Sit down and listen
That
to it.
that
Yep.
was that
When
was
you
our streaming. That was our
yes,
way we streamed
that
back
was
then.
us streaming, and it was alphabetical order. That's how you found your artists.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
so so what I was saying to that is though that's how I discovered a lot of people. But these sisters right here, man, they're from Long Beach, from the LBC. Dope.
Mm.
Dope. Never really got their flowers. Everything I heard them spit on, they were nasty. And I'm gonna
Wow.
say this, y'all do your research. The 5 footers. The 5 footers. They were co-signed by Warren G.
Yep. I remember
And if
that.
you ever watched the show, the documentary, the show, they were on there.
Mm-hmm.
One of them there. Yeah. Shout out
Wow.
to Josh Skills and Neb Love, the
Mm.
5 footers.
The five
Nasty.
footers.
Walk
Yeah.
away, or I would
Local.
die. I got too much love in the hood now.
Yeah.
Got to maintain. Life is just a grain of salt. There's so much pain what I thought. Come on, bro.
Yes.
Yo,
Yes.
bro. They
Hip
wanted
hop,
Jason's
y'all.
they wanted Jason's lyrics soundtrack, bro.
If you
Yeah.
know, you
Yo,
know. If you know, you know.
I'm a nerd when it comes to that shit, man.
I
But
love it. I love it.
I
I love
remember
it.
them, and I want to give that because NY they get a lot of flack for saying, "Yo, y'all claim everything, man. Everything started in New York." Just no. You see, I'm letting you know that form of consciousness in women rappers. It didn't just come from Queen Latifah and
No,
MC
it
Light
didn't.
and Moni
It
Love
came
and
from a
Lauryn
lot
Hill,
of places. That's
coast to
right.
coast. I want to make sure that everybody gets their flowers. You know what I'm saying? Shout
Mm-hmm.
out and also shout out to Rhapsody. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Because
Absolutely.
Rhapsody has become the prime example of what a femc should be.
She's
You
the
feel
torch
me?
carrier. She's the
Yeah,
torch
she's a torch
carrier.
carrier. But I think
Mm-hmm.
she gets a lot of flack too because everybody puts her in a place to where it looks like she's anti everybody else that's not her. And I don't think she wants that. She likes
No.
to get accolades, but she's like, yo, I'm not trying to say that I'm the end all be all to what this is. What she's saying is that, hey, I'm just out here showing that I'm a woman that love hip hop and it's not running off what I'm wearing and my body. I got bars out here. You know
Right.
what I'm saying?
Right.
And I'm still true. I'm still a cute woman, a pretty woman or whatever. She's still feminine. She ain't out here. And shout out to Shantae Harris, the brat. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I love me some
Yes.
Brat when Brat came
Yes.
out, bro. I loved it. I love Brat, man.
Brat
I
was my
loved it.
favorite. At one point, she was my favorite. Those are artists where in the time when they was out and they was really, shining like that, nobody cared where it was from.
Nah,
Nobody cared about that.
she's from Chicago. So once again, I want to make sure because I feel like a lot of our sisters in hip hop, we go to the slight go tos and we forget about the underdogs. Philly had a lot besides Eve. What was her name? Jane Doe.
Yes, Jane Doe. That's right.
Yeah, Jane. She was nasty. Was that her name?
Yeah, that was her name, Jane Doe.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay. So,
yeah.
so I want to make sure. But that was. I mean, and even Erica Badu was spitting before she started doing the neo soul
Mm-hmm.
thing. She was MC Apples.
Really?
Yeah, she was MC Apples, bro.
Wow.
Before
Wow.
she was rhyming, before she was doing the neo soul thing. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Which is how the DOC told his story that they grew up. They
Mm-hmm.
was in alignment with each other. You know what I'm
Was
saying?
she
So
was she rapping under Key Dog?
I don't before that. Before
Okay.
that, she was in a group, man. From what I heard,
Mm.
and it didn't pan out. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And she came back, and when she came back, whoa, you know,
That's when it was on. That's what it was
you
on.
know, so those are some of the things, man, that we just want to see. We just want to see. We just want to, as fans of this, still, right? Even though we're in this, we're still fans of it.
We'll always be fans of this music.
And not to say this, man. We don't want to come off. Let make this clear. We understand that generations come and go, and right. We gotta let y'all do y'all thing. You know, we gotta let y'all do y'all thing too. You know, so we want to rock out with y'all, but we're just saying like, hey, let's add some balance to it. That's it. So we can keep this thing moving. Let's add some balance so we keep this thing moving. And you know, we are grandfathers and and fathers and have daughters and nieces and things of that nature. So we just want some positive some examples to be out there so they can look and say, hey, I don't have to just be that. I can also do that. I can
That's
do this.
right.
I can do that. So we just want to mix it up a little bit, man. But shout out to the women out here holding it down. Shout out to
Yes.
all y'all. All y'all.
Very, very important key in this thing called hip hop. If without
I
you
agree.
guys, hip hop wouldn't be hip hop without the women rappers.
I
And,
agree.
and y'all deserve y'all flowers, y'all deserve y'all respect. And I'm gonna tell you something. There's some female rappers out here that'll put some of these guys to shame.
Better know it. You
Put
better
them to
know it.
shame, you know. And
Don't sleep.
word up. I
Yo,
got
let me tell you something. Yeah.
name some female rappers from your name from your area. Cause like we you know, cause now that we on here giving flowers, let's shout out some of the people. If you want me to go first, I'll go first, but
Let you go first. I'll let you go
all
first
right.
while I'm trying to
All
adjust
right.
my
I wanna shout out uh Lady Lawless. I want to shout out Lady Slim. I want to shout out Lady 380. That's the 80 LI boss ladies. I want to shout
oh
them out. I want to shout out Celeb. Celeb.
mm,
Yeah, you know I gotta shout out my people Celeb. You know what I'm
mm.
saying? Stop that now.
Dope.
dope,
Dope.
dope lyricist, dope
Dope.
lyricist. Yo, she'll put some of these dudes on notice.
Man, I don't take nothing for granted with women because
Shoot, and she looked
they
like, and she looked like she'll punch you in the face too.
hey, me, me, who that? Who that?
Celeb, Celeb was like
Celeb.
she'll
Okay,
knock you
got you.
out.
That out. That out.
Shoot,
So,
that's my
what,
family though, man. That's
what's
shout
about
out to
our
them.
what about our sis, man, that's down with the team, man? Want to shout out too.
Oh yeah, yeah. Shout out Ruthie LeBron. Yo,
Yeah,
Ruthie
gotta give her.
LeBron is hurting their feelings out there right now, bro.
Yeah, so I have to make sure she get
Oh,
hers. Have to make sure
yeah,
she get hers,
yeah,
man.
yeah. Shout out all the female, and it's a lot of new female artists in LI. I hope all y'all. I wish none of all of y'all the greatest success. I hope y'all, you know, I hope y'all get where y'all supposed to go. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to that whole new, you know, LI, the new LI movement. ATM Bake, Jamal Milton, shout Snooze Daily, shout all y'all out. Y'all all out there killing them. Y'all killing them. Limelight
Let's get
Schemes, Max Bond, all y'all out there, y'all doing y'all thing. And I'm right now as an LI representative, I'm gonna give y'all a round of applause because y'all out there killing it right now. I
Where
love the
my
music.
sister from? What my one sister from? Not to interrupt you, Simone.
Oh, Simone from the Vel Villa. Vel Villa. Yeah, yeah. Vel Villa. Yeah,
Ah,
yeah,
throw the
yeah.
X up. Throw the X up on
Throw
that
the
one,
X
right?
up. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Number love for y'all, man. Yeah, but so give me some of y'all, some of your neighborhood, bro. Who female
Man,
rappers out there that
let me
making
get some,
noise?
man. Shout out to the homie. Shout out to Bonnie Monroe, my girl
Yeah.
Tori. Shout out to Bonnie. Shout out to Lex Lou, MD.
Okay.
Lexus, her name is Lex Lou. Shout out to, I'm gonna tell you one that we gotta look up. I want to work with her, man. She's dope. Her name is Madam Mims.
Really?
Madam Mims. Madam Mims is dope, dope,
Mm-hmm.
very creative. But shout out to her, man. You may hear me get busy with her, but I gotta
Okay.
make sure I'm with it. I don't want her to watch me.
Y'all could
People
gotta
like,
have
yo,
your
man,
A
but
game
you're
on,
you
huh?
nice. No, man, what I'm saying is that women have a total different aspect to approach things. So there's
Yes.
subject matter and there's concepts that they can cover that we just as men we don't even think about. But we're not
Mm-hmm.
seeing that right now.
Right.
So when I say that you can't sleep on women because we come from them. So the essence of them live within inside of us and vice versa. So
Right.
their subject matter and the things that they can talk about and the whole way they can approach these things is just on a whole nother level. But and back from the crib, shout out to T Woods. Shout out to my girl Black and Mild. I'm trying to leave nobody out. Uh, and here, let me see. I'm thinking of another one. It's a rapper here out of the. I think she's out of Funky Town, out of Fort Worth. Miss Allen. She's dope. And
Okay.
I want to shout out to one of my favorite MCs right now. And I've been trying to hold her like a top secret, but I want to give her flowers, man, because I want to work with her. She's out of I think she's out of Los Angeles, man, from the West Coast.
Mm-hmm.
Super dope. She also plays the sax. She also plays the sax.
Really?
She plays the if it's not the sax, it's the trumpet. I think she plays
Uh-huh.
the trumpet. She plays the trumpet and she spits. She's
Art
playing the trumpet and she spits.
art form.
Ricky
That's
James.
man.
Her name's Ricky James.
Ricky
And
James.
when I say I went over there and my eyes were like, when she was spitting, I'm like, woo, yeah,
Wow.
dangerous.
Wow.
But I want to give her a shout out too. That's one of my favorite artists right now. She's not signed, she's on the grind, but her name is Ricky Jane. She is
I will be
fucking
looking up.
dope. She
Ladies and
is
gentlemen, you
fucking.
hear this name. Look out for her, Ricky James.
I'm co-signing Ricky. Ricky Jane is fucking dope.
She's incredible. Mm,
She's incredible. Dope.
mm,
I was
mm, mm.
fascinated when I heard her shit. Fascinated.
Wow.
That's me saying this. I was fascinated when I heard her shit.
This is all confirmation that, going back into the topic, rappers are in danger. This goes to show you there is a light at the end of the tunnel. These gatekeepers, this might be a blessing in disguise, because these gatekeepers that have been holding the real music back. You see how many artists that's out here that once them once the floodgates open, the great artistry
You
that's out
discover
here that's
that
not.
comes through.
Yeah, look at the. I mean, there are true musicians out here that want to give you this art. You got to let the door open and let these real artists come in, and stop letting these powers that be
Tell
say
us
to
who you
the
listen
say
to.
yes, tell the they drill songs in your dome, and they force you to like them. Like, there are songs that we have literally been forced to like because
I'm
it
gonna say this
plays
too.
over and over and over. And when you start repeating it, they got you. It's over.
You're
It's a
right.
done deal.
You're right. I wanted to say something else too. I want to approach something. Shout out to what's her name, Dolce
I
off
like her.
TD.
I like her. I like her.
Yeah. I'm still. I like her too, and I'm just trying to I'm still trying to understand her too,
Mm-hmm.
because controversial things coming up. Because I think she's if I'm not mistaken, I don't want to make this. I think she's bi, right? She's bi. She's
Mm-hmm.
bisexual. Not saying that has anything to do with who she is as a person or what she does, but I just think that she's going to cater to a large demographic because of that. I do want to approach something on that too. So now that we
Mm-hmm.
there, and this is no shot at her. It just made me think. Um, why do we have to know the preference of an artist now? Why can't we go back to you want to be an androgynous? I mean, I remember being maybe 8, 9 years old when I
Mm-hmm.
discovered the Culture Club, Boy George. I was MTV, very MTV heavy. I was MTV head, very
I didn't
rock.
care what he was.
But when I seen it, I had enough in my mind to be like, that looks like a guy that's maybe dressed up as a girl, but it's dope. I didn't care,
That's all we cared about. It was
but I knew something was different, right? I knew something was different. I was a kid. I'm like, hey, but I didn't judge it. It just meant like, oh, he's different. The
I
difference
can't
stood
tell
out.
you. I can't tell you how many times I was singing
Yeah,
Camellia.
yeah. But
Bro,
we
I
knew,
didn't care what he
but we knew something was different.
we did. We
We
all
knew
knew.
something was different when we seen Little Richard. We knew
Even
something
George
was different.
Michael. Even
We knew
George
something was
Michael.
different.
Careless Whisper. We knew, but we didn't care because we
Didn't care.
enjoyed the music.
And guess what he did, P? They never addressed, they never came out. That's their business, man.
It's
I've
better that
seen
way.
I've seen countless interviews with the great Rogers Nelson, Prince. Seen a lot of old content where they interviewed him and they wanted to know his preference so bad because don't forget when Prince changed his name and his symbol was a female and a male, you know, symbol. Both were combined. But when you
Yes.
think about how imaginative he was and how much mystique he had, with him wearing high heels and wearing this and wearing purple and different things. Just let you, it added so much to what he brought to the game, which could have
Yes.
been which is, I think, I mean, I don't know, quote unquote, if it was his personality or strategy, because he was like Rick James on steroids, right? With a touch of this and a touch of this and a touch of that, and he wrote so many gems for so many different artists. You know, he had to spread his wings out because it was too much to hold inside of one person. But back to my point,
he used to answer the critics with his movies, like with Purple Rain and Under the Cherry Moon.
Come on, bro.
He would answer your question, like he would tell you, "Look, I like women." He would say it in his movies, and his privacy, to what you just said, his privacy, his right to his privacy, the art of not knowing and speculating. That sells records. And
people said the same thing about Michael.
Bro, Mike, Prince, Elton John, you didn't know what, but guess what? That fact that you didn't know, your curiosity,
just enjoy the music.
Just enjoy the music. They sold so many records with you not knowing and thinking, and just let you tell the story. Whatever you feel like it is what it is. If you say I like apples, then fine, I like apples. And guess what? He didn't get on social media and go, oh, they're talking about me, boo hoo hoo. You didn't see them. Well, back then, social media didn't exist. But when social media did exist when they was alive, they bashed them. But guess what? It didn't stop that bank book.
Imagine if we found out, and I don't want to use this brother's name. I don't want to use his name in vain. But I want to drive my point. This is just a what if. This is the biggest what if. So peace to the God first and foremost by even putting his name in that discussion. What if we found out Rakim was just on a whole different spectrum? Let's leave it there. Would that take away from his greatness?
It wouldn't.
Right? It wouldn't. But the fact that we don't know is not our fucking business.
It's not our business. It's not our business.
You enjoy what I do. And peace to the God. Shout out to Ron, man, the greatest. You know what I'm saying? I really want to drive my point home. That's all I'm saying. That's why I use his name. You know what I'm saying? But we know the God is 100%.
100% authentic.
He would have. He over here. He on this side. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
But I want to drive my point home.
Yes. But you know what? Even if that was the case, it wouldn't take from what he's accomplished. It wouldn't take from the standard. Because to be honest with you, Rakim is the standard. He's what?
He's a game changer.
He's what we all strived for when we embodied hip hop. Rakim was the one where when you heard him, everybody shut up.
If God can rap,
if
everybody, well, God can rap. God, I'm sorry, we were listening to God spit at that point.
Yes,
we were listening to God spit.
I came and bro, I kid you not, when Rakim, when his song used to come on, and this was as a kid in backyard cookouts. And if you was there, you had to feel this moment. When Rakim song would come on, when everybody heard, when they heard that song about to come on and check out my melody, let me tell you something.
Yeah.
You wouldn't hear noise.
Yeah.
They be dancing, but they be listening. They be listening.
You know what my shit was, and when the first time I got a taste of Raw, I ain't no choke. I used to let the mic smoke.
Now slamming what I done to make sure it's broke.
Yo, when he had to fly, You know, he had to. I don't think that was the Velo. And Flav was in the video, and I saw Flav in there.
Yes,
that's the LI Connect, right?
Yes.
When I seen Flav in the video,
he set a standard.
Yeah, I remember that, man. But one of my favorite songs by Rakim, Eric B and Rakim, shout out to Eric B too, was fucking "Don't Sweat the Technique," bro.
Yes.
That was later. That was later on. Don't get me wrong. That wasn't coming through the door. But when I heard "Don't Sweat the Technique,"
my all-time favorite is "Microphone Feed."
Oh,
no pun intended.
Yeah, I like that segue. I love that segue. Yo, let me tell you something too, man. I really respect this brother for doing this, and And I think it should have came out years ago. But when it got confirmed, it felt even better when Will Smith confessed on Summertime he was imitating Rakim.
It
Here it
sound
is.
like
Here it
it
is. The
sound
groove
like
was slightly transformed. Really? Just a little something to break the monotony. Come on,
yeah.
bro.
It sounded like he was
Smooth
imitating
and through
Rakim. Now that
romance.
he
Like,
admits it,
yo, he studied the shit out of Rob. Let me tell you this. Will said, man, Rob was one of my favorite MCs. You know how impactful you have to be that Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince were pretty much another spawned edition of Eric B and Rakim because it was MC and DJ.
yeah.
Another duo that was just as impactful coming out of Philly, right? To pass flowers to somebody that's probably maybe the same age that he is, right? Because I think they both were born in '68, right? And we know what Jazzy Jeff doing in Wills is like, come on, bro. We got to get Philly they flowers too. We got to get Philly they flowers. Philly got a lot of
Absolutely.
fucking,
Philly is a
they got a lot of stake in
cornerstone
the
of hip
game.
hop.
But
Absolutely.
the fact that Will Smith was at his prime as the Fresh Prince at that time to go and emulate the God, come on,
Oh,
man.
henceforth, now we in the year 2025, and you got James the Fourth and King Powerful.
Yo,
That stems from Eric B and Rakim, Jazzy Jeff and Fresh Prince, Rob Bass and DJ Easy Rock, MC Light, and come on, that stems from
Fuji Rap
that.
and DJ Polo,
Polo. That's what's
Gangster.
that. Yes, Guru and Primo. That's what it's
Run,
called.
remember
Not
Run, and
yes.
DMs.
Jam
Even though
Master
Run
Jay.
DMC, even though Run DMC was really a quartet, we got to get Jam Master Jay his flowers because he was in Run DMC. But we're saying just that 1-2 punch, right?
That's right.
Because
And when
Run and D with me was that Run and D to me were pretty much like Run. They were one,
that
and
was
then
Jada,
Jam Master Jay.
that was the Jadakiss and the Styles P of the early 80s.
Yeah,
That's what that was.
and Jay was just that DJ element that just even took it to the
That's
top,
right.
which we got to spin the block back on to say that another root from the hip hop tree, and we had this discussion too, is fashion. Run
Yes.
DMC. See,
Let's talk about it.
Game changers, when Rakim came in, he took he took that, he took some of the animation, which was a great time in rap. I want to say, he took the '70s ilk of what they did for the criteria what an MC was. Shout out to Melly Mel and them. He took that and said, okay, that was the '70s. We appreciate y'all, we love y'all, but now we got to change this shit up a little bit, and because when I hear that Marley Marl and shout out to Shan, we gotta get to Shan too, man. Shan been bugging, but we gotta get to Shan in a minute. Yo, Swizzle with the whistle. B, why you put your hand down, bro?
Say Shan.
Yo,
You
but yo,
said
listen, peep this
Shan.
out. I gotta say, MC Shan, man, from the bridge, man. Y'all give Shan his flowers, man, and y'all stop fucking with Shan, man. Y'all stop questioning the great MC Shan, man. Cause Shan be going off, man, on them fans, and he will answer you. Go
Oh
over there
yeah.
and play with him if you think he won't.
Oh yeah. He'll let you have it.
Yeah.
So with that, I'm glad that subject is up because now we're gonna talk about this sensitive subject that I accidentally
We
set
off
off.
the grid.
Yeah, I accidentally
Top off
set
the
off
grid.
this subject that came up on my Facebook page, and I put up a picture of Mr. Magic, right?
Yeah. You said that.
And
You told me.
and I put up a picture of Mr. Magic, and I talked about the war that
Mm.
started the New York War, the first ever borough war between
Talk on
Queens
it.
and the Bronx.
Mm.
And I talked
Talk
about
on
when
it.
MC Shan dropped the song called The Bridge.
Yeah.
And that premiered, and Mr. Magic premiered it on WBLS, right?
Mm. Okay.
Okay. And so at the time, DJ Red Alert was the
Which is now
DJ.
Power 105. I'm not correct. Is that the same?
No, BLS is
It's
still
different.
there because
Okay.
Power
So
105 is Clear Channel.
okay,
And
gotcha.
so now, so at the time, 98.7 Kiss FM was DJ Red Alert.
Mm.
Okay. Okay. So now DJ
Ooh,
Red Alert.
DJ Red Alert.
Yes. So DJ Red Alert was he was the radio disc jockey behind KRS-One and Boogie Down Productions.
Okay.
Mr. Magic was the one behind the Juice Crew, All Stars.
Okay.
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 So Mr. Magic premieres The Bridge, right?
Yeah.
So now KRS does South Bronx, South Bronx. I'm trying now. The reason why I slowed down is because I'm trying to align the songs as they were made. So
Got it.
The Bridge came on BLS. South
Mm-hmm.
Bronx came on 98.7 Kiss FM. And then MC Shan came with another song. But then after that, that's when The Bridge is Over. The Bridge is Over. And
Yeah, I remember that.
That's when all hell broke loose. That's when all hell broke loose. That's when it was official. The Bronx wins. And listen, I lived in Queens for a long time. And I'm telling you, the Bronx won. They won that
we heard
battle.
A lot of Queens legends say that they won. A lot of people from Queens
won. Bro, they won. So now we're getting all, my cousin got on there. He going crazy. MC Shan won. Da, 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 da. Bro, Shan did not win that battle. LL Cool J saved Queens.
Right?
Because and LL Cool J, I conquered the world, crushed Mo D, Hammer, and Ice-T's.
Ice-T's girl.
LL saved Queens, bro.
To the break of dawn.
He saved Queens. He crushed all.
L had his own war going on at that time.
He crushed all of them.
He did. He crushed Mo D too? Yeah. He crushed Mo D too?
Oh, bro, man, I don't think Mo B been back ever since. I don't think
How you like me now?
How you like
me? Come on, man. Shout out to Kool Moe Dee though, bro.
But I love Kool Moe Dee, bro. One of his favorite, my favorite rap from him. I never ever ran from the Ku Klux Klan, and I shouldn't have to run from a black man. Boy, that 20-something years later, no, probably more than that. I still remember that line, and he couldn't have been more right.
Let me tell you something.
He couldn't have been more right.
Mo D is such an icon in this too, man. Shout out to Kool Moe Dee, because even him coming from the Treacherous 3 and then having a career that he had, you know what I'm saying? Pete, didn't I say that in one of the joints we did? Before but Mo D, that shit created me. What was the line I said in that shit?
What was it? I forgot the song, but I know
it on
Mo
the
D
Protect Your Neck joint.
Yeah.
Protect Your Neck joint.
Did
I say that?
Yep.
Like Mo D versus Busy B. That shit created me. Yeah. So what I was saying is that the type of MC that Mo D was, he gave birth to the lyricist, right? Because now we're taking y'all back, because MC Busy B, shout out to MC Busy B. MC Busy B still active out here too, man. He got hella personality too, bro. Yeah. Anytime we can see some of the grace, like I see a Busy B, and I can see that the milestones and the things that they've crossed and set upon us, even though they didn't reap the benefits early in the culture, we got to make sure we keep giving our OGs their flowers, man. We know, and
that's right.
Busy B was your Little John before there was a Little John.
That's right.
What I'm saying? Busy B was that. He was keeping the party going, and we got to understand that when you talk about being an MC, part of being an MC was rocking the party, man, having something to say. But I think when Kool Moe Dee intervened and he challenged Busy B, he was trying to stake his claim. He was trying to stake his flag in this hip hop shit. So at the time, Busy B was the man. He like, yo, Busy killing the party, and he got it. And I ain't gonna never be able to touch the mic. So I got to get up here and show what I can do. But in order for me to do that, and nobody got shot, killed, as you saw, these brothers are still here. Yo, I got to take him out. But I got to take him out with a style that's going to let every other MC in the building to know that I'm that dude. So
it was about the skill.
At that point, but all this, I'm connecting all this shit too, because that was the first. That, from what we know, that was the first battle that set this shit off. The Big Bang Theory. That set it off. And everything else before that, if I'm not P, because we were still babies in this shit. was all about having a set and routines. Everything was routines.
It was
Via
DJ
Cold Crush, Cold
battles.
Crush, Fierce Five, Fierce Five, Cold Crush, Funky Four. These
Yes.
guys were on stage. Now they didn't have anything recorded on wax at that time, but everything was about a routine. Who had the best routine, right?
Yes, that's what it was about.
So,
And I'm gonna tell you, Grandmaster Flex, they would have, like you said, they would have sets and they would
yeah,
battle at the show.
yeah.
And
Mm-hmm.
it would be random and it would be at the show. That's why it's not a
Mm-hmm.
lot of footage of
Yeah,
those battles because
yeah,
it would happen. It would be something that if you wasn't there, you just
yeah.
didn't get a chance to experience it.
To get it to yeah. So it was early in the game, and it set the
That's how
bar.
Busy B built his name.
Exactly. So it was the changing of the guards, and then Kumo D came and stripped it from Busy, and then L came and challenged. You see how this thing goes? And then
Yeah. It's
when you
always
think
somebody
about it,
coming to grab it.
when you think about it, as we know, every borough already, and you from the town. I'm going off what I said, what I heard. Already had their own agenda to set. The Bronx got busy the way the Bronx got busy. Queens got busy the way Queens got busy. Harlem got busy the way they got busy. Shout out to everybody else in this thing. You know what I'm saying? And Brooklyn. So
Everybody has a sound.
so so
Everybody
so
has a
so
sound.
so this is my point. So hip hop bridged the gap, and it was a way for us to get our energy off. It was a way for us to get not beefing off, but it was a way to get to release that energy upon each other without hurting each other.
Right.
So
Right.
into the B-boy, into the DJ. We've always been competitive. So it was a way for us to take the gloves off and say, no, put the guns down. I want to battle you.
It's the
I
nature of
want
the
to
beast.
battle you, bro.
That's
I want
right.
to battle you. And better yet, instead of me picking up a gun or me picking up my fist and touching you, I'm gonna destroy you with these words. I'm gonna crush your ego.
Box.
Yeah, box.
Box.
Yeah, and it goes what whether I beatbox battle you, whether I MC battle you, whether I scratched. We got it from the wheels of steel. Whether we use our legs and our heads. This culture is always saying, "Hey, you know what? It's my time now."
Right.
Right? That
Right.
don't mean I gotta hurt you or you hurt me, but guess what? I want your spot. So guess what? Come on, me and you, let's do this.
That's right.
Let's
That's right.
dance.
That's
Let's
how it
dance.
was. That's how it
So
was.
when you're talking about NYC, New York City, when you're talking about every borough has its own personality and they own, bravado. That's why you
That's
got
right.
the Bronx versus Queensbridge. That's why you got Brooklyn versus Harlem. You know what I'm saying? That's
That's
why you
right.
got Staten Island versus over here, and that's why you got New Jersey. Like, yo, we ain't in New York, but hey, yo, bro, we right here too. You know what I'm saying? We love
That's
this, and
right.
then Philly's on the bottom, right at the bottom, right here. Like, yo, don't forget about us now. We right here too. So you find all this different culture within itself that has to coexist, and guess what you're gonna get? Yo, we do it better over here. No, we
We
do
do
it
it better
better
over
over here. No,
here.
we
That's
do it
right.
better over here. But guess what? Let's go then. Me and you, let's go.
That's
You
right.
know what I'm
That's
saying?
right.
So hip hop is always going to have that sense of I got to stake my claim and I know you want my spot. You know what I'm saying? I ain't moving. You got to move me. But guess what? We here to move niggas.
That's right. That's right.
We know that
And
we're not gonna get in unless and like I said, or we saying we're not talking about picking up a gun, we're not talking about fighting, we're talking about a
we talk
battle of
about
the
with this
intellect.
music.
Let's go.
It's
I want that
music.
spot. You know
We
what? And
ready.
we can coexist, but let me get some of that. Let me get
We
some of that
ready.
too, man. Let me get some of that.
And don't believe me, press play. That's all we got. Don't believe me, press play. And you'll
We
see.
just here
We
to
ready.
stake all claim in
We
the game,
ready.
and that don't mean nobody got to die. That don't mean nobody got
Nope.
to get beat up. But guess
Nope.
what? You gotta make some room. Gotta make some room, man. We want to eat off
We
that. We
here.
want to eat some of
We
that too.
here. We want some of
Yeah.
that. Yep. We
So
don't
that's what
want
we
the
got to
whole
get back
pie.
to.
We just want a piece of the pie.
Nobody got to die. We ain't got to set up
Nope.
no murder.
We can
You know what
actually
I'm saying?
listen. We can collab. We could do all kind of things. We can make beautiful music together.
We murder you upon the wax.
Pond walks.
That's how we kill the Bati boy.
Yeah.
So that's how we
Yeah.
doing it, man. So we got to take it back to creativity. We got to take it back to art, man. Yo, talk your shit. Hip hop is the only freaking genre that you can come in and talk your shit and say, yo, you, come on, let's dance. I
That's
want to
right.
dance with you.
That's
You know what I'm
right.
saying? Ain't nobody got
That's
to die.
right.
Nobody got to bleed. At the end of the day, guess we can do this. We still do this. Yo, peace, girl.
Shake
Hey,
hands,
you did your shit.
and
Hey, you was the better.
that's
You was the
right.
better man that day.
And
But I'll be back.
let's just admire each other because of our skills. Let's bring it back to the art form.
Yeah.
The art form, bro. That's what it's
G?
all about.
That G walking through there.
He said, "What's up with it?" I'm about to give him. I'm about to give him the floor.
Yo, I seen him trying to creep through.
Hold on. I'm about to give him the floor.
Yo, God about to put you on the spot, man. Big city studios, y'all.
You already know. What's that?
Yo, what up? I'm chilling, man. I'm chilling. How you?
Yeah, it's a beautiful day.
Yo, we man, P, we here playing. You know, they say, P, y'all playing with y'all toys today.
You already know.
We playing with our toys today.
I keep telling G, we got to get them on the show.
We let y'all in the room now. We let them in the room, man.
Huh?
We let them in the room. We playing with our toys, but we let them in the room.
Ladies and gentlemen, you need to understand. This is there's always that third part of that triangle. Well, we about to introduce you to this third part of the triangle. This is my brother right here. I gotta get my brother on the screen. Hold on.
You're all good.
This is my brother right here on the screen. Where he at? He's sitting down over there. There he is.
Yo.
Yeah.
What up, baby? What up? What's
That's
good?
The third part of the triangle.
Let's get it, man. Let's get it.
That's the third part of the triangle right there. We form Voltron, y'all. This is collective work and responsibility. Umoja.
NY to Texas. Now that's one hell of a connection.
That's right.
By way of NC, baby. By way of NC, baby. NC in the building.
Yes, sir. Yes,
man,
sir.
I'm gonna say this though, man.
What's up?
People don't really understand, man, that the behind the scenes shit that we do, we're gonna put it back on us now. We're gonna get back to everybody else. We're gonna put it back on us, man. Normally the core of what we do when we create, either I'm over here, I'm coming up with something, you over there, you brewing up something, and then G over there, brother Gary over there, he's the mix. Yeah. He be, hey, I gotta tell him something, man. I be envious of him. I'm like, yo, he hearing that shit in real time.
Hold on. Let me take this thing off right here so we can hear it like this. Hold on.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
all right.
I hear you.
Say it to him again.
I said I'd be a little envious of G. I said, oh, he's sitting there with the God. He hearing that shit in real time over there. Yo, P hit me up. He like, yo, James, I got something here. I said, yo, bro, you know my weak ass speakers on my phone ain't gonna compliment this shit, but let me hear it anyway. G over there with the speaker, he hearing the thumping that shit. I'm like, man, I need to hear it like that.
I gotta wait till you said.
I know. I gotta wait till you send it to me. And then I listened to that shit and I said, man, that's how G was hearing that shit, man.
Yo, but you want to hear something funny though, James?
What's that?
We was in the process of making when we was in the process of making the Monsters Inside Us, the Pac joint?
Yeah.
You know who's executive producer of the Pac joint, right?
Nah, who that?
Suge
Knight. I thought you were gonna say Suge. I thought you were gonna say Suge. I'm like,
he was in here. He was in here as I was making it and was like, yo, Pac sound real nice on that. And I'm like,
oh, wow. Damn, G.
Bro.
Hey, that's big.
Got in here with me and me. And before you knew it, we had it.
I had no idea, bro.
Yeah.
I had no idea.
Yeah, bro.
Now, I'm even more envious now, but in a good way. Yeah. What aesthetic to the track just made you think that Pac was gonna fit on that?
Now you getting interviewed. I'm gonna step back.
I just want to know because it was spot on.
It was spot on. Yeah. I told him he got an ear. You know when a person has an ear for that music, you know. And he came in here one day, bro, and he was just like, yo, I don't bop to a lot of music. He was like, I rarely bop the music. He was like, but what you doing is different. And we just sometimes my bro just come in here and he a master carpenter. You know what I'm saying? So he'll be out, built the house some goddamn where and he'll pull up here and be like, I'm just gonna come chill and listen to the music. And bro,
wow. like
And
therapy.
just because he, like us, we miss that authentic music, that stuff that that Breakfast of Champions. He
And he
missed it
hearing
just like we
he's
did.
hearing it from the ground up too. He's hearing it
Yeah.
like he's hearing it right being created in the essence of things, man. And that's crazy because that's the dynamic people don't understand, man. That when you're producing and to be in alignment,
Yeah.
you have to be in alignment with each other. That's why I always say, man, just to kick it back, when Pac came home and when Pac recorded with Death Row, I always say, man, it's two Pacs. You got the Death Row Pac, and then you got Interscope Pac that was pre-Death Row. You know what I'm saying? And I
Double
think,
album of Tupac.
yeah, I think what we got, Pac, Death Row gave you like a Pac was he was in war mode, right?
Yes. Yes.
And when you got Pac on Interscope before Death Row, he was in revolutionary mode.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Which
That was
kind
the
of
one
showed.
I enjoyed more than anything else. I enjoyed that
Yeah,
part.
yeah. So I mean, not the different. I mean, everybody's gonna take their own version
Mhm.
from it, but that's why we love Pac because we heard the evolution of him. And then DU, you get Digital Underground, you got more of the young Pac. You got more of the playful, you know what I'm saying, innovative, just on the up and coming Pac. But let the people know all the shit he had in him. To now I play around when I hang around with the underground. Now I clown around when I hang around with the underground. He
Yeah.
told you at that point, like, yo, I'm with them, but when I'm with them, I'm having fun. Which let you know, like, no, you clown around with your underground. So what about when you're not with the underground? That's what he gave us. Like, oh, this is when I'm not. This is me by myself. This is
And
not me playing a role. Yeah,
watching that story unfold, it seemed as if Pop just switched once he played that role in Bishop and Juice. It seemed like he never left that character.
you know what I think it happened? I think he had a release. Like we
Yeah.
always talk about art imitating life. I think whatever spirit was in him, that growing up, that young panther that was inside of him,
Mm-hmm.
it came out.
It came out.
All he needed was a platform because what we hear from Pac is that he went to school for theater anyway, right? So he already had it in him. But
Mm-hmm.
like we always say, P, when it's in alignment, right, and when it's time, and when Allah blesses it, boom, he got that platform to put it on. That's all.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes all you're missing is a platform,
Yeah.
and then you're releasing certain things. And I think Pac just had a release, and I think when he played the role of Bishop, it had a lot of Tupac Shakur in it. And then
Mm-hmm.
I think he said, you know what? It felt good just being this. It felt good to say what I want to say.
And he couldn't turn back around. Like
He couldn't turn
once
it
he
off.
played that role of Bishop, it seemed like
Yeah,
he couldn't go back to Digital Underground no more. Because
man. Listen,
once
but let you know,
once that thing got activated, that was it, man. That was
it
it.
was it. And he was angry against the system. So what we got early in the game was his anger that he let out against the system for some of the things that the Panther Party did pre-hip hop. Pac was like, if you gave a Panther a mic, this is what it sound like.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
If a
Yeah.
Panther can rap, if a Panther can preach politics and can be anti-system, he was the voice. He was the voice of the black people. He was the voice of the struggle. He was the
Right.
voice of poverty. He was the voice of black pride at that time. And I think that when I think when Pac when they put him in the system and he went to prison for something that he didn't do, it broke him.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
broke him, bro. It
I
broke him.
remember them trying to make
It
Pac
broke him.
accountable. Because a lot of this new generation don't remember. See, we all remember when he was alive. We seen it in
Yeah.
real time. I remember
Yeah.
when they was making, like, New York was making fun of him and calling him one Pac because he got shot and
Yeah.
and, and,
Yeah.
and,
Yeah.
and you know what I'm
I
saying?
remember that.
I
Yeah.
remember and they was making fun of him and he was still being serious. And then he came out. I remember that I forget what magazine it was. It might have been the Source when he had the black outfit on and he was in white, and then he was able to actually tell his story. Didn't
Yeah.
know whether to take. I think everybody thought at the time that we don't know whether to take him serious or is he acting. Nobody knew what the real Pop was when he was when he passed. That's when everybody started calling him a legend.
I agree.
Yeah, when he passed. But when he was alive, nobody knew what personality to take serious.
It did, and I'm gonna tell you this too because this is not some more game. Pre-Pac getting shot, he was shooting above the rim.
Mm-hmm.
He was playing another bad guy.
Yep.
He was playing another bad guy right before he got shot.
Right
Right.
before he got
So
shot.
I think he was still in character. I think he was still in character when he's
I
playing
think it was
Birdie.
hard for him to come out of character
I think
for
he's
what it
playing.
seemed like God.
I mean, because when you hear the story, he got that role, but prior to that, he was supposed to be in Menace to Society,
Mm-hmm.
and he wanted to play. He was the Muslim cat. He was Sharif, but Pac wanted to display in the script. Why did I change? Why did I become Muslim? And as you know,
Right.
the producer and writers of a film, like, yo, bro, you gonna read the script or we give it to somebody else. You're not gonna change what we're saying. But when you think about it now, you're like, you can't be mad at Pop for wanting a little more depth in the character. Normally they give you improbable skills because this is why they chose you for this role. They felt like
Mm-hmm.
you can bring something to it. I think Pac was worried about the wrong thing. He was worried about the interpretation of him playing Bishop and him playing Birdie. Oh, well, no, he wasn't Birdie yet. He just played Bishop. He just played
Bishop.
Bishop.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, now you gonna have me being a Muslim cat, and I'm not gonna be the lead dude stirring it up. Yeah, bro, you did that already. You did that in Juice already. Now to show your versatility as an actor, we need you to play this Muslim cat that's anti-violent.
Yep.
Bump that the audience don't know that he turned and why Sharif is the way he is. You came from this. You are Sharif. It's Sharif inside of you.
That's
Why you
really who
killing
you
that
are.
black man?
Yeah,
Why you
that's
shooting
really
that
who you
brother?
are.
Bro, that was the perfect role for Tupac. That
Right.
was the perfect role for Tupac. We don't want to see Pac being old dog. You already
No.
did that with
Yeah.
Bishop. We
Did
don't
that
want to see
already.
you being. We don't want to see you. I mean, you could have played Kane, but from what I know, that role was already sold up. We need you to be the Muslim cat. Yo, bro, your base is from Oakland, home of the Black Panthers, right?
Mm-hmm.
This role is on the West Coast. You was right at home, bro. All you had to do was kill that shit. Because shout out to my man that played Sharif because he bodied that role, right?
Yes, he did.
So can you imagine if Pac would have got in that shit, what he would have brought to that shit, the shit he would have put in that? It
Mm-hmm.
would have been totally different. You know what I'm saying? It would have been totally different.
You just
It would have been so Tupac. I
yeah.
give a damn
Yeah.
about my people. Like
Yes.
fuck that.
Yes.
Why
He
we
would
going
have
against our own people?
he
Pac would
would have
have bodied that, man.
he would have
But you know what
embodied that
though?
the same way Denzel embodied Malcolm.
But you know what? Could you be mad at a kid that was 22, 23 years old, P, when he did that?
You're
He
thinking like
wasn't
yeah,
mentally he wasn't locked in, bro.
yeah, yeah. You're thinking like a 22, 23-year-old.
Yeah.
I mean, let me ask, I'm gonna ask both of y'all this. Fantasy booking. If Pac and Big was alive right now, where would hip hop be?
Ooh.
You first. You next. And
A
I
lot
answer.
of people wouldn't exist. I call it just like the multiverse. There's a lot of Tupac variants and a lot of Biggie variants running around. And you know when you that anchor beam, as they call it now, you know, I'm showing my Marvel shit right now.
Go on talking. Go on talking.
When you're that anchor beam, the
Mm-hmm.
other variants got to go back to another universe, brother.
Yes, yes,
Yeah,
yes,
it's only
yes.
one Toby Maguire here.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? It's only one Hugh Jackman. It's only one Wolverine. You know what I'm saying? So I
Mm-hmm.
felt like there'd be a lot of people that wouldn't exist. I'm gonna take it further. Love him, but I don't know what Ja Rule would be doing. I don't know if X's impact would have been the same. I'm not saying they're Tupac copycats. I'm just saying when you have the source there, it's like
Mm-hmm.
everything else comes second. You feel me? It's like as much as we loved. Let me. Man, this is gonna be hard to say this shit because it's not the
Go
same.
on,
But
say it, man.
damn, I'm gonna say it because this is my personal opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, I like both of them. When you had PE, we fucked with the X Clan, but they wasn't PE, bro.
No, no, no.
Much as I love them, I love
There's
Brother
only
J,
one public enemy. There's
Sissy,
only
Red, the
one
Black,
public enemy.
and they had two different agendas. But I do remember being young, and when I heard X Clan, and I seen them because they didn't do what Chuck and Flav did, and them. But I was like, mm, this is like if I can't get a Coke, I'll settle for a Dr Pepper. But I really want a Coke.
Yeah,
You know
yeah,
what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah.
And no, this is no shot because you can love X Clan and P like I loved them both at the same time, but it was hard for me to swallow X Clan when P was around. It just didn't feel the same.
I'm gonna tell you, I gotta say this. Your answer correlated so much with me and bro that it shouldn't even go around the table because it shouldn't even go around the table. But I'm gonna say this, but I am gonna challenge my brothers to this right here. We're gonna say this live on Talk Off the Grid. Name 2 rappers that would not be here right now if Big and Pac was alive.
I'm gonna let somebody else go first because I just finished getting my short assessment. I'm gonna give my assessment. I just gave one. So
yo, he read our mind. He read what you wanted to say. Say one of them. Who the other one?
Who to say?
He said Jay-Z, one of them. It is. It's the truth. It's the truth.
Shit. Jay-Z would have. Jay-Z would have. Listen, if you shoot Jazzo, Jay-Z dies. At that time, am I not lying?
This is fantasy booking, so no one should take this offensive. It's fantasy booking.
P, tell me I'm not lying. If you shoot Jazzo, Jay-Z
dies.
Yeah.
Got one more. Man, he hit the two. He hit the 2 horns, bro. He said Jay-Z and Eminem.
Oh, wow. Whoa, wow. Okay. That's deep. That's deep. Wow. Wow.
Listen to this. Listen to what he said. If they would be here, and it's funny that he said that because you held it down long enough. Let me take these rings. And just like a spirit, the commission remains. Remember that song? You Belong to the Night, Jay-Z?
Yeah.
And he just said if they was here, that they would be under one of them.
I remember that.
Jay was under Big.
He sure was. He sure was. And if I may say this to the great late Clark Kent, Clark said it. Clark said this. He said the first time that because this is why they coexisted. Clark said that while Big was alive, of course, he was more in alignment with Jay and them, but he was Big's DJ. Remember this, P? Because he did the grab the tears up you love. He did Junior Mafia, right? So Clark said he was close with both, but he was a little closer with Jay. So when Big came, started seeking production for Junior Mafia, Clark Kent said, you know, my man's the nicest, right? And Big was like, who your band? He was like, Jay-Z. He was like, oh, Duke? Big called him Duke. But the way that Big said Duke was like, he all right. Like Duke, Duke good. And he said, nah, Jay Hove is the greatest. And he said Big, and he said he's playing the music for Big, playing Jay's music, and said Big is nodding his head and shit. And then Big, Clark Kent said Big looked at him and was like, yeah, Duke nice, but nah. Big was like, he ain't fucking with me. So the thing about him, he said that one thing when you're dealing with an MC, and you know this, P, that's really confident in his shit, Big was like, yo, get us both on the track together. Big only jumped on the track with Jay to take his head off. That's why you got Brooklyn's Finest. They were really going line for line in there. And he said, Big told him, yo, get your man on the line and let's get him on the track. So when they collab, Big only collabed with Jay to take his head off. It wasn't but out of them being in sync and being around each other and being from Brooklyn and once from Marcy and once from over here, from Bed-Stuy, they were like, yo, you know what? I fuck with you. But this was Clark's assessment. He said that Biggie was a better rapper. Jay was a better MC. And when he elaborated it, he said this. He said, Jay spits the best rhymes. Big says his rhymes better.
That makes sense.
That was dope. So being the best rapper is gonna sell more records because you may put a little more wit inside your shit, but Big got the voice. He has the tone. His presence was there. Like when you align, see, this is the thing that can separate two certain MCs. If you put Big and Jay-Z down in front of a mass amount of people, Big, it's like Method Man. Nigga just sound good. Don't fuck around and have bars too, right? Don't fuck around and
Method
have
Man
that
has the
baritone.
voice for it.
Big had the voice and
Method
the
Man
presence.
has like one of the best hip hop voices in the game.
He has it, and then don't fuck around and can rap too on top of that shit.
Yeah, and Meth could go. Yeah.
I always say that. I always say that when I heard Method Man for the first time. I came to bring the pain hardcore to the brain. Let's go inside the astral plane. That wasn't the same guy I heard on Method Man. When I heard METHOD Man, I was like, yo, he's nice, but he's playing around.
No, that
It was playful.
album, that thing was incredible, man.
Let me tell you how incredible Method Man, you're right. Let me tell you how incredible Method Man was. Method Man is the anchor beam from Wu-Tang.
Yeah.
To take 9 because I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna go as far as to say this shit. If Method Man flops, Wu-Tang's done.
I agree.
If Meth comes out after 36 Chambers, you know how hip hop looks at Wu-Tang. If Method Man flops, oh, they was them dudes with that kung fu shit.
They'll be looked at the same way as ultramagnetic MCs.
Or another group, the Fushnikins. Right? Because they came out with the karate shit first.
Yep.
People want, if you want to dig, let's dig. The Fool was before, the Fool came before the Wu.
That's right. The Fool came before the Wu.
But what they did is that Fushnikin turned in more of a gimmick because they didn't have anything after that first album besides Shaq rapping. We looked at that shit like, oh, that was cute. And then Jay-Z looked like, whoa, if I don't change my style, I'm Chip Fu. Shout out to Chip Fu, bro. Let me say this. I'm not taking a shot. You know I love Chip Fu, right? But this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying.
Nice with it.
He is nice. Let me clear the air. Let me clear what I'm saying when I say Chip Fu. This is no shot at Chip. The reason I said that when Fushnikins, whatever happened with their demise, the group broke up, whatever, hip hop changed again. So Double Time Rhyming, when it came out, and then we heard Mr. Tongue Twister, which became Twister. We heard Jaz-O do it before both of them, if I'm not mistaken. Jaz-O did it first, then Twister did it for the Midwest. Really didn't really blow. Then here comes Fushnikins right after them. Fushnikins works because at the time, Das EFX was the cousin of Fushnikin. They almost was the same, right?
That's right.
That style of rhyming, double time rhyming, was new, was fresh. Jay-Z caught the whim of it because him and Jazz was doing it already. So Jay was like, yo, I already rap like this. The West Coast came and it slowed down again. P as a producer, the beats per minute slowed down, right? Like we said when Trap came in, I'm like, yo, what the fuck? Yo, what the fuck y'all doing? What's this shit, right? So it changed, it slowed down. Illmatic came with Nas. Nas was the second coming of Rakim, right? Nas brought back the slow flow. The same way that hip hop was fast paced, it was and rapping faster, right?
I brought it back.
Rakim slowed that shit down so you can hear what I'm saying. Yo, bro, I'm not rapping fast. I want you to catch every bar because I got something to say. The way that Chip Fu was spitting, Das EFX, Bum Stickity Bohump, rap was double time rhyming. It was more charismatic and more playful. Nas came with Illmatic, crushed all that shit. Slowed it down again.
Where would you play Smooth the Hustler and Trigger the Gambler?
Damn. I will play. You know why I placed them?
Only reason why I say that is wordplay. That's the only reason why I asked. Wordplay.
Smooth the Hustler and Trigger the Gambler.
Because they were a combination of both.
They were.
A combination of tongue twisters and the slow flow.
They were, and the bars was gritty, real gritty street.
Brooklyn language. Oh my God, it's still one of my favorite hip hop songs to this day.
I don't think it worked because of whatever their label situation was. It wasn't strong enough to keep them afloat. It had nothing to do with their penmanship and what they brought to the
table. Not at all. Because if hip hop played fair, Broken Language, the Smooth the Hustler and Trigger the Gambler would be iconic right now if skill set had anything to do with it.
If you place
They be
Smooth the
right there
Hustler,
with MOP.
okay, so if you, okay, let me tell you in a perfect world, in a perfect what if, Smooth the Hustler and Trigger the Gambler works and it's still going. If they're assigned to like a Rockefeller,
That's right.
or if they came out under Big because of the Brooklyn connection.
It's a
I
shame
think
how many, it's a shame how many artists because of their deal don't get to stay longevity. Like what would
man,
what
on,
it would have
no.
happened if we'd have had more than one Smooth the Hustler, Trigger the Gambler album? Like we'd have had a series of music from them. What would it have been like?
You know, and if they spent less time writing for Foxy, that you know maybe what they had to give was given to we still heard them.
They heard them
Yeah.
through other artists. Yeah.
So think about this. At the time, if they're eating more off writing for Foxy Brown than putting their own shit out, what would you do?
Hey.
No, this is my pen, y'all hearing. This shit you hearing on Ain't No Nigga. That's my pen. So what that she gets the fame and glory. That's my fucking pen you listening to. That shit on the firm that you listening when Foxy talking about chopping up bricks, that's my pen.
That was Smooth the Hustler.
I'm not saying he wrote that one. I heard he wrote
I
Ain't
was
No
about
Nigga.
to say, whoa.
I heard that she had some help with Ain't No Nigga.
That could be believable because that bar cadence.
Yeah.
Now, for the people in the audience that don't know what we talking about, we talking about, and we just talked about this, bro.
Affirmative action.
The Foxy Brown verse that said 32
on affirmative action.
Chop it a half to 16, double it times 3. We
on
got
affirmative action.
Need the whole lot of cream. Divide the profit by 4, subtract it by 8. We back to 16. Now add the other 2 that Mega bring it through. And it's more for me, Mad Coke and Mad Weed plus a 500. Flip that times 250. Now triple that times 3. We got 3/4 of another key. That was genius. That was genius. And it don't sound like something that don't sound like the little kid that was on our shot.
Ain't no 16-year-old writing that. But I'm gonna tell you something else though.
That's all I'm gonna say.
Out of everybody that was in that room, I don't think that Smooth's pen, Smooth the Hustler's pen, out of everybody in that room, the way Foxy was rhyming, you know who was rapping like that?
That's Trigger.
Huh?
That's Trigger.
AZ. AZ.
James said AZ, you said Jay-Z.
AZ. Mathematics, bro.
But listen, Jay-Z was messing with her at the time.
But he wasn't fucking.
Got you hot because you kept your face in the puss.
Let's be honest.
You getting girls now because of your looks?
Yeah, but hold on. You're right. But peep this shit out. They're not letting Jay-Z in the room while they listen. They're not letting Jay-Z in the room while they doing the Firm album. He ain't in that room. He ain't in that room. You know who in that? You know who's in that room? You know who's in that room? Nasir Jones is in that room.
Who else?
AZ's in that room.
Cormega's in that room.
Cormega's in that room.
Yes.
You don't need Jay-Z in that room.
You really don't.
You don't need Jay-Z. This some Queen shit. The shit that she was rapping, AZ, out of everybody in that square, from what I know, if you go back and get AZ's Do or Die project, she was spitting. She's spitting Do or Die rhymes, bro.
And let's keep in mind, Foxy is from Brooklyn.
Yeah, she's from Brooklyn. And this the thing is,
you in a room full of Queens affiliates.
Let me tell you something else. Do or Die was Get Rich or Die Trying before Get Rich or Die Trying.
Damn right it was.
If you say Do or Die in layman terms, what does that mean? Get rich or die trying. If you say Get Rich or Die Trying, Do or Die, it's the same shit.
They ain't gonna let this on YouTube, right? Can we tell them that's true?
Hey, that's 50. That's 50 on some righteous shit.
Get Rich or Die Trying before Get Rich or Die Trying.
Die Trying, Do or Die.
AZ, Do or Die. Look it up, y'all.
Yo, 50, Curtis, Curtis thought he was slick with that one. Yo, and then peep this out, yo. In order to beat a man, I gotta beat the man, right? If you ever notice on 50 Cent, I don't know why it came. 50 said, if I wouldn't have something in blue like Jay-Z, my career would have been equivalent of AZ. He dissed AZ on a project, bro.
To beat a man, you gotta beat them.
So guess what he did? AZ had nothing to do with 50 throwing that shot, but he threw a stab at him real quick. He was saying pretty much like, you know what 50 did when he did that line? It was equivalent of like Jay saying, yeah, I used to rhyme like common sense, but I sold 5 mil. I ain't been rhyming like common sense. All the popular rappers always diss the conscious rapper. Let's spin the blocker real quick. You sound like you're rapping for this. Like every time you rap, you're trying to feed the slaves. Who was that? The rapper always has to try to shit on the MC so the MC does not take over. The rapper has to make, the rapper's job is to make the MC look like, here he come with that conscious shit. Yo, you know that shit gets no play in this, right?
That's why we talk more about Jay-Z than we do Mos Def, because Mos Def is one of the greatest lyricists that ever came out of Brooklyn.
But the thing about it is it's like they already killed the conscious shit back when they said yo. All right, I know y'all love this Public Enemy shit. Yeah. We know y'all love this. Let me get my man. So we know y'all love this X-Clan shit. We know y'all love this Poor Righteous Teacher shit. We know y'all love this Brand Nubian shit. Here's NWA, niggas with attitude.
Right.
And that's not by any means to say that NWA, I'm not going to go and say they were the self-destruction. What I'm saying is that the imagery of what we want, the masses of black people, do you want them to walk around with the S1s all in alignment, or do you want them to walk around with some NWA and some we them niggas out here shit and all black? It was just enough. It was an easier way for us to digest it, quote unquote, the masses. If somebody said, yo, who you want to be? You want to be Malcolm X or you want to be Bumpy Johnson?
You know what? I'm gonna tell you something that nobody talks about. You just brought up an old sore. I'm gonna tell you something that nobody talks about. Now, when young black men were being conscious in the communities, and we had Poor Righteous Teachers, we had Wise Intelligent, we had Brand Nubian, we had S1, and then all of a sudden you had NWA come out of nowhere.
We had Boogie Down Productions. Let's go there.
Yes. Let me tell you what that was to the kids that were into, because at that specific time, we were all young black men were consciously aware. We was walking around with the African symbol. We was fight the power, all that. You know what NWA and all that was when it was introduced. Now, I'm not saying what they are now because they're legends, but when they first entered the game, that was like a ham sandwich in a 5% of state. It was like,
yeah.
They was like, what the?
Yeah.
We don't eat pork around here. Like that's what that was to us.
Yeah. And it was culturally.
But then it was culturally. Because I'm gonna tell you, because another thing that people don't talk about is the reason why that the gang stuff slowly crept into the areas. You know why? I'm telling you why, because when all of those men that were standing up doing this was consciously aware, and they were forcing them young boys to be smart and quote them lessons, a lot of them young boys didn't want to learn that stuff. They was like, no, we don't want you.
That's too much information.
Me. What's today's mathematics?
That's too much on my young mind.
No, you trying to make me be smart. No. Yeah. Let me go over here where it's a little bit easier. All I gotta do is put on this bandana and beat a couple people up, and I'm down. But over here, I gotta earn it. I gotta be upright. I gotta smell good, look good, walk good, taste good. I gotta be what a black man's supposed to be. Oh, no. I don't want to do that. I want to do that.
Yeah, but this is what's and you're right. But you know what was healthy about it though? At least we had choice. At least it was balanced. Right now, it's just like ain't no Public Enemy, ain't no just NWA. It's just, yo, I'm gonna give y'all this shit. You know what it is, man? I'm gonna tell you this too. People forget that Eazy came before NWA, right?
He did.
So what was hard about it was that when you put Eazy out before NWA, Eazy becomes a star. The narrative of what NWA was supposed to do became was we're going to be just as good as Eazy was, but we got to come off the back of what Eazy did, and what Eazy rhymed about was pretty much shock value rap, right? Even though they released some shit, like they released Express Yourself, and Express Yourself was like, yo, so they can do some PE type shit. That Express Yourself had Dr. Dre. To me, Dr. Dre delivered that verse like he was, I thought Dre was an MC after that.
Yo,
That's how cold Dre was.
LA's expression of black pain is monumental. So
Yeah.
when we got that first batch of what we got, we was like, but when they express their pain, it's epic.
It was different.
Epic.
And I don't smoke weed or cess, because it's only give a brother brain damage. And brain damage on the mic don't manage nothing.
Yes. Yo, I'm from Cali, where we riot, not rally. Come on now. Come on now.
Dr. Dre delivers that verse, and then the next 2 years he puts out the Chronic. Ain't that some shit?
Ain't that something?
Which is a fucking classic, bro. But I'm just saying, I'm like, is this the same guy that said he don't smoke weed or cess?
Same one. Dr. Dre is something years old in the best shape of his life. He makes it clear he don't do nothing.
Yo, let me tell you something though, where it goes back to. The thing that's dope about hip hop, man, and the thing that was dope about rap music back then is that we could still appreciate NWA, PE, Poor Righteous Teachers, the Ghetto Boys. We could appreciate 3 Times Dope.
Yep.
Right? Yeah. We could appreciate Slick Rick and Dana Dane.
That's right.
We could appreciate fucking MC Breed. Ain't no future in your frontin'. I'm gonna give Breed his flowers, right? Yeah. Listen, I never got caught with a kilo, and if you ever do, I hope you never be with me, yo. Listen. Just because I'm rhyming, people think I'm selling rocks, but ain't no future in your frontin'. Did you see how rappers separated from the streets back then, P?
Right, that's right.
I never got caught with a kilo.
Missing.
Yeah.
That's what music is missing.
And guess what he said, P? P, what did he say? The key word was ain't no future in your front. He was like, yo, be you.
Got it. We literally just was talking about it. That's what the whole show was about.
But P, this shit. That's the whole listen how this is even deeper, though. MC Breed, the late great, rest in peace, MC Breed, comes out at 23 years old, a kid. First single, Ain't No Future in Your Frontin', denouncing being connected to kilos, drugs. Just because I'm rhyming, people think I'm selling rocks, but ain't no future in your frontin'. I'm not that. At that point, we know that, hey, I've been around the real street cats. They don't rap, bro. They're busy putting that work in. So
they don't even know how to work the internet.
Guess what we do? Their stories live through the poet. We tell their stories. They don't have to grab the mic.
That's right.
This is the thing too. But since we know that they're listening and we're right next to them, they're the real killers. They're the real hustlers. You just a rapper. So guess what?
Tell the story.
Guess what? Hey, man. Hey, I never got caught with a kilo. And if you ever do, I hope you're never with me, because that's the shit that they do. And they told me the stories of what happens. You rap, let us do this, but we don't want y'all over here. You go do that.
Do you remember
you go do that? Hey, you go do that rap shit.
Yes. Yeah. Go get us out the hood. Yo, do you remember that show? I think it was a Law and Order. Not sure. But Tretch paid someone to shoot him in the ass to make his album more sellable.
From Naughty by Nature?
Yeah.
Oh, so he played the character he played that.
He played the character.
Wow.
And he paid someone to shoot him. And they was like, yo, just do a flesh wound, man.
So the album will sell.
So the album will sell more. That's when you know we got us a hot mess in music.
And this is what I'm saying too. It leads back to what I'm saying. Hip hop is so powerful that you take an MC Breed, or you take an album like Poor Righteous Teachers, rock this funky joint. Dun, 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 dun.
I used to love that song.
So this is the thing about it. P, you know this. The production runs, it spearheads the hit song. So you can take dope production and you can rap absolutely negatively on this shit with no message, all about being destructive,
Right.
or you can take genius dope production and say, yo, how about we just don't say no foul shit on this? The beat's already gonna work. This shit's already gonna start the party. We take this Zapp and Roger sample. We take you saying that, hey, ain't no future in saying you're something you're not, and you rap conscious bars over a hit song already, and let's see what it does. Oh, guess what it did? The shit went platinum.
Went platinum. Yep.
So, okay, let's do the opposite. Let's take this Zapp and Roger sample, and let's just rap about gang shit on it. Same effect. It's gonna blow, being absolutely destructive. If you spearhead the production right, it's gonna blow, being absolutely conscious.
Yep.
But the industry said this: hey, you, Mr. Producer, hey, you rapper. Matter of fact, Mr. Producer, you leave the room. Yo, we don't need Rob Orton. We don't need Chris directing James on being conscious and talking this 5% of stuff. Get that out of here. We need James to be in the room. Yo, get him some weed. Yo, get him some to drink. Get some bitches in here.
Get some bitches in that's what it's all about right there.
This is what it is. So guess what I do, P? Me and you come with this genius idea. Yo, James, we're gonna talk about the conscious of hip hop and what they're doing. I'm like, yeah, that's dope. But I get you
to stay in school and stuff like that.
Get you out the room, right? I get that high farmer. I get that big brother. Get your big brother out of here, right? He's gonna fuck this shit up. I get big brother out of here. So now I got other young minds. I got other 17, 18-year-olds around me with the bitches, the weed. Same track is rolling. And I said, you know what, bro? Hey, right. Let's change that hook up a little bit.
Yep.
But these lyrics too preachy. Let's go and put some more bitches and hoes in here. And guess what it does? It even sells a couple more million records because there's a whole lot of more people that's unconscious than conscious. So guess what? It would have sold 1 million with just keeping that same message, but it sold 10 million with you erasing that shit and just keeping it on some dumb shit. That's what I'm saying.
Wrong direction and hard to lead in the right direction.
So what they've done now, make it whack and make it corny to be old in this shit. Make it just some young boy shit. Let's get Unc out the room. Yo, nigga too old, man.
Talking all that black power.
Nigga, how you too old? How you too old at 30 to be doing something? They was calling people old back then at 25, bro. So what they've done.
You know why they want to keep hip hop young?
What's that?
Because they want to keep hip hop ignorant.
I know. Because guess what?
The real reason.
Guess what?
When you get old enough to know better, you know what to say. If you knew better, you do better. So when you get old enough to do better, and now you got something to actually say to influence somebody, go get him up out of here. He's too old.
Get him up out of here. They too old, man. They not understand. Guess what? You too stubborn. You too set in your ways. You got too many morals for this shit, man. Get out of here. Go do something else.
You actually want them to be raised properly. You actually want these little young whippersnappers to go to private school. You want them to be something? Oh no, we can't have that. We can't have that. These are not Caucasian children.
The whole reason we came to the party was to get away from the streets, bro. No, hip hop is
every child from. Let me tell you something. You know, they say church is the storehouse for the widow. That's what the Bible says, right? All right. Well, hip hop is the storehouse for the poverty-stricken children. It's the voice of the voiceless. It's the one that speaks to the pain of the community. And the one that does it the best is the representative for the neighborhood.
Yeah.
They seem to forget blood is brotherly love, oppressing ongoing destruction. Crip is community revolution in progress. This stuff did not start on the plane that it's on now. It just became this because that good orderly direction, listen, I know you hear me, that good orderly direction was removed. And when that devaluer was brought in, just in case for those who don't know what I'm talking about God and devil. When the good orderly direction was removed and that devalue, aka devil, was brought into that music, it influenced it. I need y'all to keep in mind that Lucifer was the author of the ministry. Lucifer was involved with the music. So if you wanna influence a child, you tap into the music. That's why they talk about get that guy with the wisdom out of hip hop, because you keep him in here, he gonna make these kids be something.
Let me tell you something else too. You're right. Guess how you keep a kid's attention musically? Guess how you keep a kid's attention musically?
How you do that?
Melody.
Melody.
A B C D E F G H I J K. I thought elemental P was a fucking letter when I was a kid. What's elemental P?
You wanna know what scared me half to death, bro?
What's that?
Just one day I decided to pay attention. All my friends are dead. Push me to the edge. All my friends are dead.
The dead. Yeah.
Push me to the edge. And then you hear your kids saying it.
Saying it. Yeah.
All my friends are dead. Push me to the edge.
Yeah.
You parents need to get your kids and watch what they're watching on YouTube. Pay attention. In the words of the great Hassan Camp, pay attention to your circle before they hurt you.
You know what? It's always going to be consciousness is always going to be unpopular opinion, right? Anytime you're speaking the truth, it's going to be unpopular. They said the lie sells more than the truth, bro. Always, right? And the thing about it right now is that when you tell the truth to somebody, it hurts. So they rather lie because you're more liked lying than you are telling the truth. You're being more likable. If I come in, your hair game is fucked up, P. Excuse my language. Your haircut is fucked up, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I come in and say, yo, bro, that shit kind of unique. You know, the way you got hair missing right there, but you got some in the front and the way that shit in the back. Yo, son, that shit nice, right? And then you go outside and you get fucking ridiculed and obliterated on the block. The first person you're gonna come back to is me. Me being your man. You like, yo,
why
bro.
You tell me my hair was
yo, bro, you foul for that shit.
Foul as
You
hell
led
for
me
that
to believe.
shit.
But guess what I'm gonna say to you?
What's
I just
that?
told you what you wanted to hear, bro, so we can still be friends.
So we can still be friends. But
guess what, P? You're gonna resent me more. You like, you know what, bro? I'd rather you told me my shit was fucked up before you let me go. Before you let me go out to the world and embarrass myself, you supposed to check. Bro, don't let me leave out of here like this.
Don't let me do that. Don't do that to me.
We
still on record, bro?
Yeah, we still rolling.
Okay. Listen, we need to make a part 2 of this because I got to transfer.
We most definitely gonna do a part 2.
We got to do a part 2 of this. But just remember, this is part 1, you guys. Rappers are in danger. And there will be a part 2 of this. Matter of fact, part 2 will be airing tonight. We're gonna do part 2 tonight.
Let's go. Let's go.
But I'm telling y'all, man, this is a real subject. Man, this is so good. We gotta do chapters of this one.
We coming, because this is the thing, man. This is the thing. We were a couple months off, man. We shot a pilot show a few months ago that has something to do about something else. You know what I'm saying? So This is actually the real first episode that y'all get to talk off the grid. So we went longer than we expected. Also, just for the benefit of
the subject is so real, man. We had to.
Yeah. But yeah, we most definitely get to part 2.
Yeah. I want to applaud you, James the Fourth. You've been an excellent host.
Yo, you let me have this one, right?
This one, bro. You took this one. I love it too.
Yeah.
Let's just know we're gonna jump like that from time to time. Some days. This was a subject right here that James our heart was in this, but James was passionate about this one. So
but let me tell you something. Part two, we're gonna switch it. We're gonna swap it up.
We're gonna switch it. Now I can talk my junk next time.
Because let me tell you, don't let Powerful be humble on y'all. Don't let him be too humble, y'all. He been waiting to get to this. He about to get his bag. He let me get my shit off.
I had to, man. I had to.
Yeah, but, he'll be back.
Yes, y'all look out for part 2. Part 1. This was a wonderful show, and I can't wait to get to part 2. Part 2 in the next few hours. Stay tuned, y'all, for more. And this is sponsored by the Monsters Inside Us. Pick up the Monsters Inside Us. Pick up the download, free download on mixtape Monster Energy. Free download. Yo, drop all the joints that we got coming out. Drop all the joints we got coming out, James. Tell them what's going on.
Man, we got some shit coming, man. Listen, y'all look out for the new track coming called Chaos. You know what I'm saying? Chaos is coming, man. We got a special surprise on y'all on there. I ain't gonna say who. Got a special surprise on a song called Chaos, and shout out to Public Enemy, man. PE Inspired, most definitely. We're gonna shout out to Big City Promotions.
Yes, yes. Oh yeah. Shout out to K Rose. Shout out to you, brother.
We're gonna shout out to Prince.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, yes.
And I always want to say that, man, we most definitely gonna shout out some other people on the second half. But yeah, just to end it up on this, we got some stuff coming. We got Gully music coming. I want to let y'all know that Gully Music returns. It's coming soon. Any day now, within the next few days, y'all gonna get that. We were supposed to deliver that last month, but it's something beautiful about the spring, which brings forth new blossoming and a new cornerstone of what we do. So the return of Gully Music is coming real soon, produced by your man here.
Inspired by your man here. Your man.
Come on, bro. What we do here, Big City Productions, man. Y'all gonna love the return of Gully Music, and then we have some other things coming, but we're gonna cap on those on part 2. I don't want to make it more winded than what it is, so y'all stay tuned. This evening we will be back. Talk Off the Grid, hosted by James Ford and King Powerful. Shout out to my brother Gary.
And just keep in mind, it's not a podcast.
It's a live broadcast.
James Ford.
Game on Smash.
Game on Smash.
Let's get them, brother.
I'm gonna call you in a minute.
Let's go. All right.